Hey guys, this video is for Excel homework 4. Let me see, I forgot. This is for Excel homework 4.2 Urban. So I downloaded it. I opened the Excel file. Let's get started. So in this project, in this problem, we will investigate the change in the U.S. population. You will also provide the results as an area chart. Okay. And step 2, in cell C7, calculate the total change in the U.S. population from 1790 to 1800. Fill cell C7 down the column to cell C28. Format cell C7 to C28 as number with 0 decimal places with comma delineators. Okay. So let's go to question sheet. Here it is. In C7, so what we want to find is the difference in the population in 1800 from 1790. So I'm just simply going to subtract these two numbers, okay? So equal sign B7 minus B6. They wanted number, formatted as number, with no decimal places, 0 decimal places, and they did want these comma delineators. I think that must be the comma style. Let me just click on it. Oh, yeah, that worked. Or you can right click it. Here's the format cells, and you can take care of it all here. So number, 0 decimal places, use 1000 as separator. Perfect. So that worked. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and fill this all the way down here. Okay. So all these numbers are positive, you see. So the population is increasing. All these are positive numbers. So I'm done with step number 2. Step number 3 then. In cell D7, calculate the percentage increase in the U.S. population from 1719 to 1800. Fill cells D7 down the column to D28 and format them as percentage with 1 decimal place. Okay, so this time we want to find the percentage increased. So right here, what I'm going to do is, in class, we will be doing B7 minus B6. Like we subtract them and then we divide it by the value in 1790. See, so that will get us the answer. But since we already subtracted, what I can do is I can just click on C7. That's the number, that's the difference. That's the number from subtracting. And then I can just divide that from by the total population in 1790. And I hit enter. And let me format this as, what was it? Percentage with 0 decimal places. So it increased 35%. Let me double check though. I think I better read the rounding part real more carefully. Oh, they wanted 1 decimal place. So let me go back and fix it. They wanted 1 decimal place. So you want it as 35.1%. And just fill this all the way down to D28. So here you go. We have that. Okay, so that's it for step 3. So for step 4. In cell G6, calculate the urban population in 1790. Okay, urban population in 1790. We know the total population. What else? Fill cell G6 down the column to cell G28 and format them as number with 0 decimal places with comma delineators. Okay, so let's go take care of G6. G6 right here. So urban. Oh, I see what they did. So take a look. They have the total population given to you right here. 3,929,214 people total population. And they're saying 5.1% were in urban. So I'm going to go ahead and find 5.1% of that number, okay? So equal sign. This number times 5.1 percent. So remember, percents are out of 100. So this is what I'm going to have to enter, and I will hit enter. Okay, and then they wanted this to be, you know what, I'm going to right click. I will format as number with 0 decimal places and use 1000 as separators. There. So I have 200,390 people living in urban area. So I'm going to just now go ahead and copy this all the way down. There we go. Okay. So that's it for step 4. Step 5, and H6, calculate the rural population in 1790. And we will just fill exactly the same thing, but now we're going to work with rural population percentage. So for this one, set it equal to the total population times 94.9, but that's out of percent 100. So do divide it by 100. So B6 times F6 divided by 100. I'm going to go ahead and format this as number with 0 decimal places, use thousand as separator. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and copy this all the way down. That's perfect. Now, just out of curiosity, what if I add this number and that number? Would that equal the total population? Let's check. Yeah, it does. So that's good. Step 5 is done. Now, this part was the little tricky part. Oh, I think the how they want us to do, what's it called? I just remember this was a confusing part, and I did it last semester, but let's read it. In cells R20 to Y34, they must be talking about this blue area right here. So in that blue area, what are we inserting? A stacked area chart to show the urban and rural population in the US. Select range G6 to H28, G6 to H28, and go to recommended chart, open all chart tabs, and then click stacked area. It looks a little different on my MacBook. I don't see all chart option when I click on recommended chart, but I'm gonna go find that stacked area and come back and read the rest of them. So go and select G6 to H28, G6 to H28. So these numbers right here, and I will go to insert. Let me show you. And then I'll go to recommended chart. But you know, I don't see the all. I think on the Windows or I think some of you may see that like under Pareto chart right there, but I don't see it. So where I found it, it's under lines. In my MacBook, I see them here under lines. So you see 2D lines, 3D lines, and 2D area. This is where we can find it. That's just the area. This is the stacked area. So that's where I found it in my on my MacBook. So the line charts, and then I scroll down a little bit, and there's 2D area, stacked area. Click on it. There we have it. And let's bring this over, move this to this blue area. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Oh, I remember changing the series name or the confusing part. But all right, let me go back and read the rest of this, okay? But this is how we get the stacked area chart right here. I see the blue is big. That must be the urban. Oh, yeah, that must be the, no, that must be the rural. See, you know what? I need to label my little series so that I know what I'm talking about. So I'll come back and talk about this chart a little bit later. But let's see. Apply style 1 on the design tab. Add a chart title and choose the above chart option and replace chart title with urban and rural populations. I'm going to copy this and then I will change the name first. Okay, so change the chart title first, please, to this. Now that's good. Now we're gonna have to go and change these two. Let's read the direction though. They said use cell references to G5 and H5, G5 and H5 for series names. Use cell reference to range A6, A28 as horizontal axis labels. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this chart. And what can I do? I'm gonna go to maybe chart design. And then select data. Oh, I remember this now. So go to chart design. Oopsies. And then click on select data. And for the chart range, no, we want to do something with the series. Series 1, they wanted it to be urban. G5. Click. And then the Y values, G6 to, I can't read it. So let me click it. G62 all the way down to G28. That's what I want. Just double checking that. G5 and no, I didn't change the that was my, but I think right now I'm just changing the names. G5 for the name and H5 for the other name. And I'll come back and do this horizontal axis label A6, A28. This part was a little bit confusing. But the only thing that I did was I just changed the name to, I clicked on it, and then when I clicked on it, it said equal sign questions, exclamation mark, and this. But now let me change the series name to rural, and that's it. Horizontal axis label, they wanted it to be A6 all the way down to A28. Okay, I think that's it. So it was, I don't know, it was so confusing right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and click OK, and the end product should look something like this. The blue is the urban, the orange is the rural, okay? Let me show you how I did that one more time. Click on the chart. I went to chart design. Click select data. Click on the, this used to say urban. You know what, let me go back. Let me hit Control Z a couple more times so that we can go back to the original. So this was the original chart that I just created. What we did was we changed the chart title to urban and rural population. And then to change the series name and the horizontal axis, we click on the chart, click on chart design, and click on select data. Okay? Click on the series 1 and then change the name to urban. Okay? Click on series 2 and change the name to rural. And go to horizontal axis, horizontal category axis label. I don't know what to call this little button, but this is the button that will minimize this box so that I can actually go to my sheet and click on it. So click that and select range from A6 to A28. And that's it. I tried it one more time just to show you, and then I'm gonna just click on OK. And that's it. That looks perfect. All right, that's it for step 6. And now step 7 is asking, in cell K28, determine the reason why the rural population is relatively steady, around 60 million people from 1940 on, but the percentage rural steadily decrease. Oh, why did it decrease? Let's see. So they gave you two options. Reason number 1, the area of rural regions continued to shrink. Number 2, the total population continues to grow. What do you think? What do you think? Well, you decide, okay? You decide and you're gonna submit it, okay? All right, I'm gonna stop the video for 1 second. Okay, so I went in and submitted the file, and it looks like everything we did together on that video was perfect. We got 8 out of 8. But I do agree this one was a little bit tricky when we were creating that the chart, changing the series name and everything. So please email me. I'm gonna have my office hours through Zoom or email while we have to stay online for the next couple weeks. So we can still have office hours if you want to come and talk to me about it. We're just gonna do that remotely, okay? Thank you for watching.